Hey guys, what's up? Polioltergiest here with another fun-filled, gluten-free video from the mental ward. Today we're going to be playing Oxenfree. Oh yes. This game is heavily story-based over gameplay and is centered around dialogue and decision-making. Now, I'm under the impression that the decisions you make act on a hidden karma system on the back end of the game, but I've only played the game through one time. So this time through I'm going to act like as much of a cock as I possibly can as sort of an experiment, and see what outcome we get. Now, apart from playing through the game like a total asshat, this video is more of a showcase of certain key points of the game and what I thought about them. I'll also be including my final thoughts on this title at the end of the video, and I think you might be surprised. Now, the game opens up with you, your friend Ren, and your new stepbrother Jonas heading to the island on a ferry to meet Nona and Clarissa. That's where you discover you have a sick radio on you for what I can only assume is listening to the Preston and Steve show or Jackie Bam Bam until you're, informed it won't friggin' work on the island. Neat. Thanks. It's fucking useless. You wander around the island a tad on your way to the beach. You get a glimpse of essentially nothing. No one's here, and the island is basically a ghost town. You meet up with Nona and your resident fucking chimney, Clarissa, and you go make your way to the beach to play a few games of Truth or Slap, which I just made air quotes you can't see.
And sometimes play Truth or Slap.
Yeah, let's play that. We can inaugurate Jonas. Ease him into the night's festivities.
Isn't it, Truth or Dare?
This isn't Truth or Dare, because nobody ends up licking somebody's butthole.
But, it sounds like a load of shenanigans to me, and you discover that Clarissa is pretty much a total bitch. Now, this is the part of the game that is glitched and told me to screw off more than once. You may have to play this beach sequence more than one time so the game actually lets you jump the fence and make your way to the spooky bloogie woogie woo cave, which is apparently the only place in the friggin' game where your radio matters. Except for the countless checkpoints throughout the game where you can hear, like, Morse code, hidden messages, things played backwards, but you didn't hear that from me. Yay, got it to work. Alright, slight inconvenience, but that's fine. So we hop the fence and we find the Bloogie Woogie Woo Cave of Creepiness, and Ren tells us about tuning into our radio around these stone markers that were apparently left by what I can only assume were previous unlucky bastards. Tune into all three and you get a bit of a Pink Floyd laser light show, and Jonas follows a creepy noise into a cave, offering him some candy. Smart.
Wait a minute! Jonas!
Well, I am going to just rest against here, because I think I mismeasured the magic.
So we walk through this cave a bit trying to find Jonas. This is a bit where I noticed the game is actually fairly pretty. Anyway, we get to the bottom where we find Jonas and a neat little triangular whiz-bang floating around like it owns the place. Tune into your radio here to activate the little bugger 3 times in a row and opens a portal to a 4th dimensional drive-thru. Yo fam, can I get a large fry, 17 chicken nuggets, and Alright, now this is actually a tad interesting, and you get the first glimpse of an actual blooming storyline within the game. Essentially, this is where shit gets real.
Hello?
Sleepy. Fine. Yeah, everything.
Fine.
Oh.
So, a big ol' pile of poo hit the fan, and we woke up across the island after a crazy night of creepy ghosty keg stands and bingers, and the fantastic idea of climbing up Dick Harden Tower rears his ugly fucking dick-shaped head, and we decided to go on up. And wouldn't you know it, where we find a convenient phone that both Ren and Clarissa decide to call you on at the same friggin' time, and they both express that they need help, and I decided to tell Clarissa that I'd go find her first. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go find Ren, cause, well, Clarissa had it coming. Bitch. So we make our way in the direction of Ren. We come across a bridge, ferry, thingamajigger. But of course the power's out. How do we have a video game without inconvenient power outages that require me to go somewhere and poke a fucking button? So off to the pokey button we go. Right after we poke the living hell out of that button, we get a neat 60s style lava lamp show in the corner over here. So you whip out your Scooby-Doo radio and take that bitch for a spin. And wouldn't you know it, bam, spooky shit. Yay, we did it. Alright, so we get to make our way across the bridge of Majon, and on our way to wherever the hell I'm supposed to be going. So we make our way across this trail that passes by an abandoned tent and a small lake. But when we get to the end here, we get snapped back in time, something Alex is aware of and Jonas isn't. Now the second time around he noticed this fire that wasn't here before. Sketchy. We try this a third time, and after being snapped back again because someone's being a dick with the remote, we spot a neat little soccer ball. But when we kick the ball, because, well, why wouldn't you kick a phantom ball? Duh. It oh so fittingly gets kicked back by a ghosty ball kicker. Now Jonas decides to snap a picture on his pocket ghost detector with built-in Facebook functionality, and we're going to cheat a little bit, so we're going to head into the menus and take a look at this picture. Otherwise, it'll show you at the end of the checkpoint. And what do you know? We got a neat candid of our ghosty ball kicker. Moving on, we get spooked by the ghost, and we obviously disturbed his vape sesh. And so, oh, what the fuck? Ugh. Alright, so, We were snapped back again because Dickhead sat on the remote again, but this time around, we get to talk to ourselves, like, in the lake, because who doesn't like talking to themselves in reflections? Nifty. So we annoyingly get snapped back one more time, but this time we get to spin this little recorder doohickey a couple times, and we get snapped back out of the time lapse by what is obviously magic, I guess.
It's one of those,
Okay, so we're on our way. Walking, and we're walking, and we're walking. Hey, look, it's Nona. Okay, so this is where Nona is freaked out and doesn't trust us because she apparently saw ghosty possessed versions of us at some point prior. We continue on our way since she didn't want to tag along, and we eventually come up to this shack where we find Ren. After a quick catch-up, we get snapped back in time again, and we spot Ren acting kinda funny. Not like haha funny, but more like cuckoo funny. So we try this again, and we see Ren and two of those like tape thingers again, spin them bitches in a circle and snap out of the time lapse. But Ren disappeared. Isn't it like a rule to stay in one place when you're lost in the woods? Oh, okay, he's just over this way. Glowing and floating. Yeah, alright. No, yeah, whatever. Fuck it, I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna whip out my Go-Go Gadget Ghosty radio. Alright, now if you pay close attention here, this is where you get a pretty good clue as to what's going on, but you'll have to play the game to figure that out. I think I'm gonna cut the footage here. This is the general idea of the game, but I do have to say the ending of this game is fantastic, and I highly suggest this title to anyone looking for something a little bit different. But thanks for joining us at the Mental Ward, everyone. Please like and subscribe if you like us, and also if you hate us. Don't question it. Just do it. Just poke the button. Like it. Subscribe it. Please.